Masechah Shabbos Daf Kuf Chavav. We're starting in this year, the 18th parak. I'd like to welcome all the listeners and Torah Anytime, and a big thank you to Torah Anytime for hosting our shir. In the sugya of making an oil on Shabbos, there's Machlokes Rashi and Rabbeinu Tam. Rashi says that the whole issue of making an oil is of making the roof. However, making the walls is not an issue of oil. However, Tosfos brings the sheet of Rabbeinu Tam that if the wall is a materes, then it's osir. If it's not materes, it's mutter. That means if it's mater, like it's the third wall of a sukkah, which makes a hechsher sukkah, it's osir. And it's so too, if it's going to be mater and tiltul for Shabbos, it's also osir. However, if it's just l'tznius ba'alma, then it's mutter. It's an interesting machlokes haposkim in this halacha. The Magen Avram writes that since a mechitza materes is osir and she'eina materes is mutter, if someone puts up a mechitza in front of svarim or in front of a fire, l'shamish mitasai, which that mechitza is materes, will be osir. But he says that's only when it's a mechitza asara tvachim and it's a strong mechitza. It's a mechitza ha'imedes beruach. However, if he covers the entire Sfarim or the light entirely, so then it works because of a kisui, not because of a din mechitza. In such a situation, it'll be mutter to put it up on Shabbos. However, the Eliyah Rabbah, the Maimon Mordechai, and the Chemed Moshe disagree with the Magen Avram, and they say that the same way you can't make a mechitza asara, if you make it higher, is not going to make it better. It'll be the same issue of making a mechitza on Shabbos. And before in the Taz, he also argues that the Magen Avram svara. And the Mishnah Berurah says you can be soymech on the Magen Avram b'shas et chak. The Chazon Ish says the ikr is like the shita of the Magen Avram, that it's mutter, and he explains that the whole isser is when the mechitza is mater. So the same way, if you make a mechitza when there's a fire there, and you have in mind only to use it after the fire goes out, or you're not using the mechitza at all, it's not considered mechitza materes. So therefore the Chazon Ish says the same thing. Since over here, you could use the heter because of a kisui, because the svarim is closed, covered, not because of a mechitza that makes it into a different room. So therefore you're not using the Torah's mechitza, hamateres, which divides up the room. It's just like it's covered. The same way if you have a few svarim, you could cover them up with two covers. So the same thing if you cover the entire wall. So it's not considered that this mechitza is being mater. So we see that the machlokes Magen Avram and other achronim is, if you need the mechitza b'poil to be the only way to have the heter, or as long as the mechitza b'koyach has the ability to be mater, even if you have a different way to be mater because of kisoy, it's also considered mechitza materes. Moving further on, the Mishnah says, Mefanin Truma Tahira, you're allowed to move away Truma Tahira. And Rashi says specifically Truma Tahira and Truma Tmeyo you cannot move around because it's Muktzah. And Rashi says it's Muktzah, and you cannot go and give the Truma Tmeya to the animal of a kohen, which it could eat Truma, because since it's Truma Tmeya, and then the mitzvah is sreifa, by giving it to the animal of a kohen, it's mikayim the din havara of truma, and ein surfing truma tmeya b'yomtiv. So you see from this Rashi a tremendous chiddush that although you're just giving the truma to animal, you're not physically burning it, that has a halacha of surfing truma b'yomtiv. Rashi in Beya says further, he says, since the Torah says Be'esh Tisaref, Rachmana Achshve L'Havarason, the Torah gave it a chashivas for Havara, and it's also on Yontif. Tosfos over there disagrees. It says the halacha of Sreifa is only burning, not giving it to a animal. Rav Pesach Stein, the Kudishurim, says that Machlokes Rashi and Tosfos is if the Chi of Sreifa is to burn it, the Maisa of Sreifa, or the mitzvah is the Teitzah, that the Truma has to be gotten rid of. If the mitzvah is that it has to be gotten rid of, so Huwa Din Ayidei Achilas Behema, it's Mavur, but if the mitzvah is Sreifa, it's not Mavur. In the Ikar Havana of Rashi, it's Tzorech Ian, the Achronim ask, where do you find such a malacha of giving truma tmeya to an animal to eat? That's a malacha on Yontif. Which malacha is it? It's not burning it, and if it'll be havara, then the halacha is mitoich shehut havara l'tzorich. So Rabbi Chanan explains that this is a new malacha. It's a special isser of burning truma tmeya on Yontif. He says you find a similar idea in the Rambam that Sreifas Bas Koyens also on Shabbos. It's not because of the Melechas Havara. It says even to give someone Malchus is also because of the same din, and it's because a special halacha called V'ein Einshin b'Shabbos. So the same thing over here. There's a din mechudesh, a isim mechudeshes of beer kodshim on Yontif. Ein the Stipler says maybe that's Makabeh Patish. In the stencils of Reb Chaim, Mr. Zalman Meltzer asked Reb Chaim a tremendous kasha on this Rashi. How much Rashi is saying that giving Truma Tmeya, which the mitzvah is Sreifa, to animal, has a status of a malacha on Yontif. So it's Tzorechim from a Gemara in beginning of Pesachim, that's Mavur, that only Lamanta Omar, Ein beer chametz el sreifa is the beer of chametz considered malacha on Yontif. However, l'man hashbasasi b'chol davar, it's mutter to mevar chametz on Yontif. So he asked, why is it different than this Rashi? The same way beer truma has a din like a malacha, so beer of chametz also should be like a malacha even without burning it. So Chaim says he was ma'ayin the shayla a few hours to try to mechadish a teretz, but the only teretz he had is that the pshat is, even according to Rashi, the malacha on Shabbos of achilas behema truma tmeya is not a malacha, it's not a malacha sheish bekares, and by Yontif, it doesn't have the assay of Shabbosin, so therefore the assay of burning chametz will be deicha the loisasei of Asiyas Malacha on Yontif. The Stipler says a different teretz that the mitzvah of beer chametz is different than the mitzvah of Sreifas Truma Tmeya. The mitzvah of beer chametz is to get rid of the chametz, and the actual havara is not a mitzvah. However, the mitzvah Sreifas Truma Tmeya, the actual Sreifas is the mitzvah, so therefore only by Sreifas Truma Tmeya that the actual Sreifa is a mitzvah, is it choshev like a malacha. It's not like Mahalach we mentioned of Pesach Stein. And it's interesting to note, this point of Reb Chaim, L'chayis Toli, and the Machlokes Achronim that we mentioned, Av Kuf Yadalid, that the Tshuva Shalom Meshiv says that according to this Rashi, according to Mana Mahavara L'Lav Yotzes, Havara on the Mizbeach, since it's Achsheve like a Malacha, would have a Halacha like a Malacha, even the Mana L'Lav Yotzes. However, the Chasam Sofer and the Shagis Aryeh is not like that, and L'Chayra Reb Chaim that says, and even according to Rashi, it's not a Chi of Karis, is going like the Shita of the Chasam Sofer and the Shagis Aryeh. However, the Shalom Meshiv is going that Aidei, the halacha of beer, Aidei Achilas Truma Tmeya, has a malacha sheyesh b'kares. However, the Shalom Meshiv is going not like that. That according to this Rashi, Achshvei malacha has halacha like a malacha sheyesh b'kares.